What's that?
Need something?
Nope.
You don't need something?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Just taking pictures. Okay. What's your name, badge number?
Officer ASCII badge 043.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit.
You got Browson PD. You live here?
I live somewhere around here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, just taking pictures.
Okay.
Yep. My name is not important.
Get away from our cars.
Is this public property?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not public property.
Where's a restricted area sign?
You want to stay away from our cars.
Okay, so where's the restricted area sign?
Walk right here. Walk around the vehicle.
I can walk around the vehicles. I can. Thank you very much. You can give me that you give me that policy or whatever that I can't walk around the vehicle.
It's not a policy. It's government vehicles.
Okay, but
Stay away from it.
okay, I have
You don't need to walk up to the driver's.
I have every right to walk up to these vehicles.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have it. I don't have to give it to you.
You're going to give it to me.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, what crime are you suspect me of breaking?
You're walking around our vehicles looking into them.
Okay, is
Most
this
normal people don't look into our patrol
is this
cars.
public property?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I told you you can walk back.
I have every right to
I
be
told
here.
you to stay away from our vehicles.
And I have every right to be around your
You just
vehicle.
walked over there looking inside the car, did you not?
I did because
Yeah.
I have a right
Give me
to.
your ID.
I do not have to.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You just went to our vehicles and looking at them.
Your vehicle.
No person is going to look.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, where the truth confronts authority and the camera never looks away. Today, we're breaking down an encounter that exposes the growing divide between power and the rule of law. What happens when an officer sworn to protect justice can't even explain the laws they're enforcing? It all begins with a man quietly recording. No threats, no weapons, just a camera in his hand. Yet within moments, suspicion replaces reason. The officer speaks with confidence, but not with legal authority, demanding identification, inventing restrictions, and turning safety into a tool for control. The citizen remains calm, fully aware of his constitutional rights. Every question he asks and every order he receives becomes a powerful lesson in the Constitution, one the officer clearly failed to learn.
Okay, well
No one's sitting.
those are police vehicles.
Not videos of vehicles.
Vehicles.
Yes.
They are
Correct.
police vehicles owned by the city.
Yes.
This is public property.
Yes.
I have every right to be on public property
Yes, you
and
do.
look in city-owned vehicles.
Let me tell you something, buddy, because I'm not lying with you.
Okay.
6 cops has been killed this week, in this month.
Okay.
And some guy walking around the parking lot recording vehicles is not. It's not normal.
Okay. Well, it's not normal, but is it legal?
So what I'm
illegal?
gonna do is I'm gonna do a police report and figure out who you are.
Okay. Is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay. So.
But it's not normal.
Okay. Am I being detained?
Yes, right now. you
Okay.
are.
So for what crime?
I need your information.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
You can call a supervisor out here.
30. Where do you live at?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions.
No.
Okay. What are you doing recording our cars?
I'm being detained.
I already answered that question.
Okay, so I'm invoking
What's the purpose of coming?
I'm
here?
invoking my-
I saw you.
Okay.
Let me finish talking.
I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, so I am being detained.
Let me
Therefore,
finish.
I have
Let
nothing
me
else to say to
finish.
you.
I see you walking on the sidewalk, whatever, and you come in here and you start filming and looking at our cars. Why are you looking at our cars? What do you need to know about a patrol car? Sorry, I'm recording you too, buddy, right there. What's your purpose of walking around our parking lot looking at patrol cars? I know you don't want to talk. I can stand here all day. I got too sick.
What's your name and badge number again?
I already gave it to you.
Just I didn't get it.
I already gave it to you. I don't
Okay.
have to give it to you again. I already gave it to you.
Okay, well you don't have to.
It's right here.
The situation escalates almost immediately. The officer labels his behavior as unusual, arguing that filming police vehicles is suspicious. But suspicion alone is not a crime, and the cameraman understands that. The officer's reasoning falls apart. The moment he admits the filming isn't illegal, yet still insists on detaining him. You can hear the change in his voice as frustration begins to replace authority. The cameraman stands his ground, refuses to surrender his identification, and requests a supervisor. It's a struggle over power unfolding in real time. The badge against the Bill of Rights. With every passing second the camera records, the illusion of control continues to fall apart.
You don't have to.
My name?
That's fine.
Officer Asking.
That's fine. I just need to know who I need to file.
043.
Just need to know who I need to file the complaint with. That's all.
Go ahead.
For illegal detainment.
Illegal detainment?
That is correct.
Illegal detainment? Mm-hmm. Walk around looking up patrol cars.
Hey guys, so is suspicious a misdemeanor or felony?
It's a suspicious.
Okay, okay.
Suspicious. Why would you walk around patrol cars?
So is this public property?
It is.
Okay, so that way I have. This is public property, guys. As you can see, this is public property. There is no restricted access areas. I am being detained by this officer here on public property. There's no restricted area signs. That is public property. As you can see, I'm in all of my rights to be here, to record the cars, and this guy right here is detaining me for suspicious activity.
Walking in between our cars and looking at them and recording is suspicious.
Okay, well,
the increase of violence against us and people killing us like
wow.
So you want to film our cars and go in between them? I want to sit here and talk to you and figure out who you are.
Okay,
I'm gonna find out who you are.
Okay, well, you can say so.
Hold your camera there for 20 minutes an hour. I don't care.
Okay.
I got till 6 o'clock, buddy.
Great. Awesome. We'll be here all day.
That red dot right there, you're on camera too.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Get a shot of that.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Yes, we will.
You will be educated today on the First Amendment.
What's that? Freedom of speech?
Freedom of the press. Yes, sir. Where I can record anything that I can see from a public accessible place.
You can.
That means eyes cannot be trespassed.
Figure out what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I just told you what I was doing.
Why are you looking at our car?
Because I can.
By this point, everyone watching can feel the tension building. The officer grows more frustrated with every question that goes unanswered. Why are you filming? What are you doing here? He keeps demanding. But the truth remains simple. Recording in a public place is not a crime. Even so, he continues insisting the behavior is suspicious while admitting it's completely legal. The contradictions become impossible to ignore. Then the encounter reaches its turning point. The officer resorts to an unprofessional insult, abandoning the professionalism expected of him. At that moment, the issue is no longer about safety or the law. It's about ego. The citizen, completely unfazed, responds, "You will be educated today on the First Amendment," and from that moment forward, the balance of the encounter begins to shift.
You plotting something?
I can.
Okay.
I can look what I want to look at.
Sergeant will be here in 1 second.
Absolutely. And then I'll be going inside to do a complaint form on you for harassment and illegal detainment.
Harassment?
Yep. You're harassing a citizen on public property, on city property.
I'm asking you why you're looking on our car.
Because I can. Because I can.
Okay.
I told you that.
Okay. Fine.
You don't make the laws.
No, I don't.
Exactly right.
No, I don't. You don't either.
I don't, but I can go by the laws.
You can walk wherever you want.
I sure can, and that means up to that police car if I want to.
You're staying away from my cars.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna see what your sergeant has to say.
You look at my car. Look at my car. I'm standing right here.
Well, I don't have to get your permission to look at anybody's car. It's the city's car. You don't own the city.
I know I don't understand.
Okay.
So we can play this warrior crap all you want.
Well, you call it whatever you want to call
Figure out
it.
what you're doing.
Okay. I've told you what I was doing. You don't like it?
Why are you filming?
Because I can.
Just because you want to?
It's my right to
It is
film.
your right.
That's
Why
right.
are you doing it?
Because I want to. I don't have to explain to you.
I'm pretty sure this is what you're doing. You just come here to be a dick, pretty much.
Really?
To get people riled up.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of officers getting shot. I'm tired of getting ambushed. And this right here, you walking in our cars, this is going to get my wheel spin in there. Wondering what you're doing.
So is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay.
If I'm figuring out what you're doing.
Okay, well, I've told you.
Okay. You can record all you want.
I'm going to
But
record.
why are you recording?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I can. How about that?
Okay.
Because I can.
How about that?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at our cars?
Because I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop pacing back and forth.
Really? Why?
The officer attempts to intimidate, pacing back and forth like a guard protecting something hidden. He appeals to fear, bringing up officers who have been killed, as though that somehow justifies ignoring constitutional rights. But fear does not rewrite the Constitution. The cameraman holds his ground, responding with calm reasoning instead of emotion. "Is it illegal?" he asks again, forcing the officer to admit once more. "No, it isn't." Every admission chips away at the authority the badge is supposed to represent. When backup arrives, the pressure becomes even more intense, yet the citizen never backs down. He understands one simple truth: the law is on his side, and the camera is there to preserve it.
I have a right to pace. I'm not under arrest, am I?
No, you're not.
So we've already got it that I'm being detained.
Back and forth. I don't know what you're gonna take off running.
If I was going to take off running, I wouldn't be here for the last 14 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever.
Right there, you can talk to him.
Cool.
You file your complaint with him too.
I'm going to. Trust me. What's going on, Sarge?
What's up, man?
Hey. So I guess he called you out.
What's going on?
All right. So I'm here. I do First Amendment audits.
What's that?
I'm about to tell you what I do. So I go out to police departments, county buildings, city-owned buildings, county-owned buildings, and I just walk around the premises and see if I can record in public without being harassed like I have been by this guy. So I go around, I look at the cars, I go inside the building, I look at the building. It's my First Amendment right to do so. If everything's good, I go. I'm not out to cause a disturbance or problem.
Now the building today is different because we're closed.
It's still city property.
But you can't go in the building when it's closed because we're the only ones access. There's no access to
Okay, well I haven't, but I have not.
Second and third.
Okay.
No, I was just letting you know.
Okay, well I also want to file a complaint against this officer because I'm actually detained right now doing a First Amendment protected activity. And I have the tape. He's actually called me. He's actually called me a dick and stuff like that. And I have every right to be here. This is public property.
So you come on police property and different property.
Well, it's city property.
Well, city property.
Yes.
Just to see.
Then the sergeant steps onto the scene. His approach is completely different, calm, professional, and genuinely willing to listen. He asks, "What's happening here?" and gives both sides the opportunity to explain. The cameraman describes the purpose of the encounter, a First Amendment audit designed to test public accountability. It's not about provoking conflict, it's about educating the public. The sergeant acknowledges the explanation, recognizing that the real issue isn't legality, but ego. He calmly discusses department policy while also recognizing the citizens' rights. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Professionalism versus pride. The same badge, two completely different mindsets, and it's obvious which one truly reflects the law.
If somebody's gonna stop you,
Yeah,
and all that.
it's because it's my First Amendment protected activity to do that.
Why would you want to?
Because, let's see, do y'all respect the First Amendment?
But I was just wondering, why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
Why not? It's actually normal. It's not illegal, is it?
No, it's not illegal.
I didn't think so.
Now, the only issue we have is looking in the police cars.
Well,
right?
but it's on public property.
It is, and it is public property. But when you start recording inside our police cars, we don't mind. You can record all you want. We just like to identify who it is. That way, we can say if something goes missing or something's taken out of that car, I can tell my boss tomorrow, hey, this is the guy that was walking around yesterday, because there's no cameras or nothing on these police cars.
Okay, well,
so that's the reason we ask to identify yourself. Especially if you're looking, I don't care. You can sit in my police car right now.
I don't want to do all of that.
I'm just saying, look at everything you have. You can sit in his. You can look at anyone you want. But the minute we don't know what you're doing it for, because unlike you're doing it for a specific reason, we do have people who do it for the criminal element also. So
in the middle of the day?
Well, you'd be surprised. People break into cars and stuff in the middle of the day.
I don't know how many people's breaking in police cars in the middle of the day, if at all, but I hear you.
Weapons got stolen on the cars. But yeah, there's stuff in the cars that we might not like.
Well, I mean, if it's on public property and it's not in a restricted area, I can be at that car.
Yeah, but no, I didn't say you couldn't.
Oh, he did.
I just said that I would like to identify you.
Okay.
That way.
I can go to that car. If it's in a public accessible area, I can go up to that car. It's the law.
The conversation moves even deeper. The sergeant admits that no crime has been committed, but attempts to explain the officer's actions by saying they simply want to identify people in case something happens later. It's an unconvincing justification for a detention without legal grounds, but the citizen never loses his composure. He stands firm, reminding them that no one is required to provide identification without reasonable suspicion of a crime. Every exchange reveals an important lesson: that authority without knowledge leads to confusion. Even the sergeant eventually acknowledges it's not illegal. The camera captures a rare and powerful moment, a citizen showing the system how to follow its own laws. You need to look at it.
Need to look at it.
But look, like I said, the only reason I would want to identify you would be for if something happened to that car. Otherwise, we do tours all the time around the beach.
Okay, well, I'm going to identify myself, and they call me good citizen. How about that? Good citizen.
That doesn't work for me.
But I'm not breaking the law, so I don't have to give you my name if I'm not breaking the law.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
Okay.
100%, but I don't have to identify
in order to file a
myself.
complaint on him, I would need your ID.
You actually don't. You don't. I just filed a complaint on Winder PD for the same exact thing as this guy did. So.
And you just told him good citizen?
Yeah, of course I did.
That was the name you
Of course I did.
I can do a report quickly.
I'm definitely not going to let you do a report for me.
You're not going to tell me to do a report.
Well, I can actually.
I'm gonna do my own.
Actually, you work for me, so I can tell you what to do. I don't answer questions. So.
Look, I understand the reason you're doing your job.
Well,
all right, look, hold on.
But you have a dick over there.
Look, I understand the reason you're doing your job. But on the other hand, when you're on police property or city property,
there you go.
When you're on, hey.
As the conversation comes to an end, the officer's aggression slowly fades into silence. The sergeant remains calm and professional, working to bring the encounter to a peaceful close. But the citizen isn't finished. He calmly requests a formal complaint for harassment and what he believes was an unlawful detention. His voice never rises, yet his message carries real weight. Constitutional rights are not optional, and they are not suggestions. The sergeant listens carefully, indirectly acknowledges that mistakes were made, and tells him he's free to leave. If you're free to go, you're free to stay, he says, quietly conceding the reality of the situation. The cameraman smiles, keeps recording, and walks away knowing he has documented a textbook example of both official overreach and the importance of accountability.
There you go.
Now, when you're on city property and you're doing this to entice,
Absolutely not. I was actually minding my own business.
but you told me the reason you're doing this is to see if somebody
If
does.
my rights are respected.
Okay.
Yes.
And so that's the reason we asked. Like I said, the reason we would ask somebody to be identified would be because you're walking around our cars and all that, and there's other things.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
So that's the reason.
am I being detained though?
I didn't say you're detained.
Well, he detained me, so just need to get that.
You were here when I pulled in.
So am I still being detained, sir?
Go.
Okay.
You don't want to tell us why?
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right? Okay. All right, Sarge. You are actually professional. I definitely appreciate that.
Take it easy.
So I'm gonna get a couple more pictures and then I'm gonna get out of y'all's way.
Yes, sir.
The closing message lands like a powerful warning. This was never really about filming police cars. It was about freedom itself. What unfolded was the plain view doctrine in action, a principle law enforcement relies on every day, yet one that often refused to recognize when citizens exercise similar rights. The contradiction is impossible to ignore, and this encounter brings it into full view. The narrator ends with a lasting reminder. Never provide identification unless the law requires it. Never answer questions designed to trap or confuse you. And always keep recording, because without a camera, accountability can quickly disappear. Knowledge is your greatest tool, and the First Amendment remains your strongest protection. Stay calm, stand your ground, and always keep the camera rolling.